First, on behalf of the family, I would like to thank everyone for coming together here today and thank all those who have been by our side this past week in bereavement. I thank you all for your condolences, thoughtful gifts, hugs, warm reflections, visits, and kind encouragement. We appreciate each and every one of you that are here, and it reminds us today of all the generous love my papa shared. Today, we remember one of the greatest men of our time. He may not be world famous, but he sure has been one of the most influential persons in my life and a lot of others. The very impression in my mind of what makes a good man comes from this man's generation, comes from this man right here, who not only raised my father, my aunt, and my uncle to the compassionate, strong-willed men and women they are, but raised all of us grands, great-grands, sons and daughters by association, and many others that came through his hospital home to know the definition of a hard-working man. He has served generously faithful to our Lord as a strong, selfless servant unto him. He was a caring husband, father, brother, uncle, mason, coach, a mechanic, the best dirt track driver that ever lived, in my opinion, leader, and the hardest working person I've ever known. I love this man. He knew it, and his spirit still knows it. Years ago, when I was playing ball, I remember getting thrown out stealing a base that cost the game, and it tore me up. My papa asked me how the game went. I told him I got thrown out at second. He said, "That's all right. Next time you'll run faster, won't you?" I said, "Yes, sir." That was him. He spoke to everyone I know like that. He just had that mentality that no matter how hard you worked, you could work harder to achieve something better and teach others in the process to work harder so that we may fully serve our purpose as servants to God. He motivated me in life to push through the hard times and to continue to work hard during the good times so that we may bless others in our triumphs. That was just it. This man gave everything he had in excess to help out anyone he could. He was generous, and in turn, he made a lot of true friends along his walk and was blessed on the path that God sent him. He was a man that could have died rich in wealth from the many jobs he has worked, but he understood that his life is not about how much you have when the Lord calls you home. My papa served Christ by his continuous concern of others' well-being over his own. He defined selflessness for all of us that came from the generations from him. He valued family and served strong as the leader and the head of the Ballou family name. He served as the judge anytime we needed. The level head, his final say was the verdict, and everyone knew to listen and obey with respect. He set the example. He carried the voice of leadership. When his wife, as everyone knows, we call her Nanny, was diagnosed with cancer years ago, he began her treatments to overcome the battle. I remember my papa brushing her hair and helping her brush her teeth when she wasn't able, caring for her with the most love I have ever witnessed. This man taught me unconditional love. He loved my nanny and his children with all his heart. As you can tell, my definition of a hardworking man far exceeds what Merriam-Webster has defined for hardworking. According to Webster, a hardworking man means a man who uses a lot of time and energy to do work. Well, I'm here to tell you the definition that my papa created defines a true hardworking man much better. A generous, selfless servant who leads, loves, and cares with all his time spent devoted to doing what works God has asked. Mr. Ansel Marion Ballou, my papa, defines a hardworking man. I love this man, and I will always carry his definition with me. I'm sure many of you have your own stories to share of how you knew him and how he has helped or impacted your life in some way. I would like to thank you all again for gathering here with the family today so that we can remember this legacy that my papa has built and is left behind to continue what he has shared with all of us. Thank you. My sister had wrote a poem during this week to express, and she'd like me to read it. If you could, bear with me. This is by Renee Ballou. It's my younger sister. I know it hurt you. It hurt me too. But now that you're gone, all I know is I miss you. You were there for so long, I never thought you would leave. I thought you had another day waiting up your working sleeve. The day that you left was the saddest of my life. I remember sitting up there and crying all day and all night. I might be selfish, but I wish you were here. Or if you stayed for one more year. I know you loved me, and I still love you too. So I'm trying to be strong, just for you. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'll never be. I just hope you're up there and that you're proud of me. You had to let go, even though you were holding on for so long. But there's not a day I don't think of you and how you were so strong. I just want to tell you that you're always in my heart. Even though I still cry, I know we're not